Hello everyone and welcome back to the Eric F1 YouTube channel, where today we are going to be doing episode number 2 in Australia of our Myteam career mode. Starting off the episode, we're going to be putting on a few upgrades. You can see here in the chassis. This is going to help out. This is going to come after Miami, I believe. We have a department issue. We're going to prioritize the consistency of the racecraft. I chose the racecraft of Theo. Then we put on a aerodynamics upgrade. And we go straight into our Pirelli hot lap, our first ever one in the Mercedes. This is a speed one, so we're going to have to try and get the average speed 153 kilometers at the end of the 2 checkpoints, but we've already gotten a bronze. Can we get a silver or gold hopefully? Go through into the next corner. It is a rainy day in Australia, but I believe qualifying and the race is going to be all dry. As we go into the final corner here, slow it down. This is of course a newly shaped corner, quite a 90-degree angle, as I don't think we're going to be able to get a silver, but we do end on a bronze. That is still a little bit of a claim and a little bit of money for the team. But here we go for our qualifying lap, as we go on to the main pit straight with 30 seconds left. We are currently P17, our teammate right behind us in P18.
And that's just 30 seconds left in the session.
Into the first corner, down to 5th gear, already up on the delta a little bit. Turn on the DRS here. And then down into this next corner. Quite easy to get this one wrong if you don't hit the apex, but we managed to hit it quite nicely. Then upshift here into 4th. And this one's quite a hard corner. I usually run wide a little bit as I don't hit the apex, and I've run wide a little bit. I'll lose a little bit of time to my previous lap. As you see behind us, there's an arrow, and I believe that it's a Red Bull of Max Verstappen, the current championship leader after round 1 and the reigning championship leader. As you can see here, his arrow is very close to us. Here's a replay. He's right next to us. He's going to go side by side, and we're both on qualifying laps, so this is ruining both our laps. And then I'm going to have to leave him a little bit of room. Don't really hit the apex there, but we're still about 2 tenths up. Kind of ruining Max's lap here, but we're going to have to try and stay ahead to not be behind him. Going to push him out wide here. Make up a little bit of time in that corner. And I'm going to be through into the final 3 corners, sorry. It's quite annoying because I feel like we could have done a much better lap if Max wasn't there. Could have gained maybe another 2 tenths somewhere, but unfortunately we lose a little bit of time as we're down into P20. We're going to try to hopefully improve ahead of our teammate, as it is P18 on the grid. So similar position to how we finished last time, and here is the formation lap. I'm going to try and nail the start here. Line up right behind Gasly. And we get a purple, a perfect start. As here we go, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go for the Australian Grand Prix with Guan Yu Zhou right next to us. We get a good start on Gasly and Guan Yu Zhou. We're right in between them now. Going to go into turn 1, hopefully trying to go for a little bit of a dive bomb. But as we go inside, we make a little bit of contact with There's 2 cars on the inside now of us, and give them a little bit of the room. We've got Schumacher and I believe that's Yuki Tsunoda. We're going to go try it down the inside of Schumacher, as we're going to go follow Vettel through and go on the inside of Daniel Ricciardo, as he is now fighting Max Verstappen, who ended up in P11 on the grid because of how our laps unfortunately collided, and we both lost quite a lot of time, as now we are up into P13 as we get the move on Daniel Ricciardo done. Make a little bit of a mistake there, but we managed to keep the position ahead of Daniel. So now we go on to lap 4. Nothing really happened throughout the race. And we have a problem with the car. Hopefully it's just a little bit of a DRS problem, like we can't open DRS lap, but this is a bit of a scary message. Only the 2nd race in, as we've got Yuki Tsunoda behind us. He's putting on a little bit of the pressure. Going to be pitting in on the next lap, so let's just hopefully try and stay ahead of him now. I did choose the broadcast option for this pit stop, as we go into the final corner to start the 5th lap, and we have to retire the car in only our 2nd race due to a gearbox failure. Disaster struck here in Australia. We're doing quite well in P13, but of course something always has to go not our way. We have to retire the car. Theo there passing us. He's in P17 I believe. Disaster, not good. Gonna have to now invest in some new gearboxes, because gearboxes are quite hard to manage throughout the season, especially at the beginning of the career mode. But there it is, our first retirement, only 2 races in. As now we can see Charles Leclerc wins the race ahead of Carlos Sainz and George Russell. Let's see where our teammate finished. in retrospective to the other drivers. As you can see now, look at the domination from Ferrari, 10 seconds ahead of everyone else. Verstappen recovers to 5th, not a bad recovery drive. I think we would have finished about P12, P13, but yeah, our teammate finishes P18. Standings, just go check them out. Leclerc is winning the championship ahead of Sainz. So really no way up there. We're in P10 and the constructors 0 points, so not the greatest weekend, as now we have a department issue again. And here we pick our rival, and I decided to go with Daniel Ricciardo as our rival. And I decided to take a whole new engine for the next race, so we're going to start at the back of the grid. But it is a sprint race, so we might have time to make up a little bit of the few positions in the sprint race. I'm going to take a whole new engine, but yeah. Thank you for watching episode 2 of this career mode. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I hope to see you again for episode number 3. And yeah, goodbye.